Blank Beats Production.
What up, you guys? Thank you so much for clicking onto my channel. I'm Nay and this is Nay's Way. So today, as you can see from the title, we're going to do something very, very different. I'm actually excited, but like I said, as you can see, we are reacting to the Megan Thee Stallion interview with GAYLE King regarding the Tory Lanez situation. This is not a blind reaction because I did watch the interview earlier, just like a little bit. I was a little half asleep, but we want to get into it. I want to give my reaction to the interview and possibly a few thoughts at the end. So if you like videos like this, let me know in the comments down below, because this is my first one, so we might try to continue this. I don't know, but yeah, make sure you subscribe. And also, I do have a podcast every Sunday that I do with a couple of my friends called the Millennium Hot Girl Podcast. So make sure you subscribe to that channel or watch it right here on Nay's Way. But other than that, we about to get right into it, get straight to it. Let's go ahead and watch this interview.
I've been like this all my life. I've always been confident. I've always been loud. I've always been outgoing. Like, I've always just enjoyed entertaining. When I look now, I'm like, dang, we really did this.
When did you know you were good at this?
I feel like I wrote my first rap when I was 7, and I didn't tell my mama, well, I did tell my mama the rap, but I didn't tell her I wanted to be a rapper. But I saw her rapping, and I would go to the studio with her, and I would like.
For a second. 7 years old. Like, I had just seen a TikTok the other day, and it was a girl doing makeup, and she was young, and she was always playing in her mom's makeup. And now she's like a great makeup artist. Her mom would let her watch, you know, YouTube videos on makeup and stuff like that. But the point is, like, pay attention to your kids. Pay attention to their ambitions, their drives, whatever it is, because you never know. Like, you never know. She said she was 7. All right, let's continue.
Sit in the waiting room, waiting at the door, listening to what she in there saying, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds fire. I like that.
Girl, I could do that at 7.
I could do that. And when I got to college, everybody just knew me as the Stallion, and she rapped, and I was like, okay, this is my identity. Yes, this is what we wanted.
H-Town made the, H-Town raised the, damn, I'm so proud to be your H-Town native.
5 years after Megan Thee Stallion posted this dorm room video, she made her debut on the Billboard Hot 100 list with the song Big Ol' Freak. That same year, her mother passed away. She had already lost her father when she was just 15. I asked her what she had learned from her parents, a question that made her emotional.
I didn't mean to make you cry. I was just curious about the impact and effect they've had on your life.
They were my best friends. It was only the 3 of us all the time. Like, when I went to school, I feel like it was a little different with me interacting with other kids. So, like, they would kind of pick with me a little bit. Like, I was so tall already. They just really let me know, like, you can't ever let somebody else's insecurities make you insecure.
I'm a savage, yeah. Classy.
In May 2020, Megan Thee Stallion's hit song Savage is inescapable, and so is she.
Savage is everywhere. You are a huge success, which brings us to July 12, 2020. Let's go there, Megan.
Here we go.
That night changed everything for you.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument.
Megan Thee Stallion hit by multiple gunshots.
There was an argument in the car?
I definitely would not have wanted to.
It was an argument because I was ready to go and everybody else
had to pause it. But I would not have wanted to hear, like, oh, Megan Thee Stallion died or anything like that. Like, I remember that coming out and it was just crazy. So, yeah.
Wasn't ready to go. But that's like normal friend stuff. Like, we fuss about silly stuff all the time. But I never put my hands on anybody. I never raised my voice too loud. Like, this was one of them times where it was like, it shouldn't have got this crazy.
It shouldn't have escalated to
right.
that it.
And let me just say this. it's so many people that I see, especially on, what is it, the Shade Room, saying that she pulled out fake tears and, you know, all this crazy stuff. I feel like this is genuine because when black women react like black women, as people say, like, you know, they're called loud. They're called like loud and ghetto and all that shit. But I genuinely felt like she was being sincere. Like, you know, I wasn't doing all the extra. I wasn't, you know, cussing him out or doing this, doing that. Like I said, we don't know what really happened. But, you know, I felt like it was genuine.
Did. Can you just briefly walk us through what happened that night? It starts, you're at a party at Kylie Jenner's house.
I had went there and we were just hanging out and I was ready to go because I had been there all day.
So you guys end up in a car. You, Tory Lanez, your friend at the time, Kelsey, and his driver / security.
Tory Lanez, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, is a Grammy-nominated rapper and singer from Canada. Kelsey Harris was one of Megan Thee Stallion's best friends from Houston.
There was an argument and you get out of the car, right?
At that point, the argument wasn't even with me. Like, the argument was with the two people in the backseat.
Okay, so when I watched this earlier, this is what I got from this. I'm honestly feeling like Tory Lanez and her friend was talking at the time, or they used to talk, and maybe they were arguing because she had a problem with something that he was doing at the party or something. Because when the story first came out, like, I remember them saying that, you know, Megan was mad because he was flirting with somebody at the party or something like that. I don't know. But from when she said it was an argument between two people in the back, automatically I feel like Kelsey and Tory Lanez were talking, or they had a little relationship going on and they were arguing. So let's get back to it.
So I asked the driver to pull the car over, like, I'm done with this. And I should have stayed out of the car. Like, I should have not got back in the car. Mm-hmm. And they was like, Megan, just get back in the car. We almost there. Like, just get back in. Mm-hmm. So I get back in the car. It's like it's getting worse.
The arguing in the car.
The arguing in the car is getting worse, and I don't want to be in this car no more. Like, because I see it's getting crazy. Mm-hmm. So I get out the car, and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming. He said, dance, and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, he shot a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I
so
was so scared.
In the car, shooting from the car, Megan?
He is standing up over the window, shooting. And I didn't even want to move. I didn't want to move too quick, like, because I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared because I had never been shot at before.
That feels genuine.
And I looked down at my feet because I wasn't even, the adrenaline is pumping so hard. I'm not sure if he hit me. Like, I feel it, but I don't understand what's happening. So I looked down at my feet and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm really bleeding. Mm-hmm. So I like dropped down and I crawl in somebody's driveway. Like, I can't believe he shot me.
And what is he saying, Tory Lanez saying
He's
after
apologizing. He's I'm so sorry. Please don't tell nobody. I'll give y'all $1 million if y'all don't say nothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what?
I believe that. I believe that. Like, he was just in the moment. Maybe he wasn't expecting to shoot her. He was just playing around with guns. This is exactly why I do not play when it comes to guns, because things can happen so fast. And it ain't a amount of money in the world that you can give me so I can be quiet about this shit. I don't know. Let's continue.
You offering me money right now? Help me. Like, and if you sorry, just help me. Like,
But at that moment,
we didn't even make it to the house. Like somebody had already called the police, and it was like so many of them. It was helicopters. I was like, oh my God, we all about to die. Like the George Floyd incident had just happened. The police are definitely very much shoot first, ask questions after. So I'm like, it's a hot gun in the car. I'm bleeding. I've been shot. They about to kill somebody. Like something bad is about to happen.
so somebody hears the gunshots, they call the police. The police come,
So
and they
how
say
do you,
what
how
to
do
you?
you get
They
out
tell
of this?
everybody to get out
Get
the
out
car.
of the car.
TMZ obtained video from that night.
And then you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
God, I know that shit was hurting.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you, and I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said, I stepped.
Kudos to Megan for, you know, thinking about everybody, especially with all the police brutality and everything that has been going on with black people. You know, they would have definitely got Tory Lanez's ass if she would have said something at that time. I don't, you know, and it's crazy because you never know if they would have got killed. But when I first watched it, I was just thinking like, I didn't want anybody to get killed. I felt like that was a little extreme. But, you know, at the same time, you just never know. You know, you never know. People heard gunshots automatically. They probably coming out thinking that they gotta shoot somebody. So, crazy.
On glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
I didn't. For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like even though this person just did this to me.
TMZ obtained video from that night.
And then you could see the footage of me in the swimsuit, limping backwards, feet bleeding.
And they say to you, what happened here?
I don't remember everything they said to me, but I remember them asking me what's happening, what happened to you, and I didn't want them to kill any of us or shoot any of us. So I just said I stepped on glass because I didn't.
Why did you say that? Why didn't you say he shot me?
That was a lie.
For some reason, I was just trying to protect all of us because I didn't want them to kill us. Like even though this person just did this to me, my first reaction still was to try to save us. Like I didn't want to see anybody die. So I just said, I stepped on glass. So when I see people trying to use that against me, like trying to act like I'm lying, oh, she stepped on glass, she never got shot. I'm the one who said I stepped on glass. I was lying to protect all of us. And sometimes I wish I really would have never said that.
You wish you would have just told the truth.
I wish I would have told the truth, but if it saved all of us from dying, then that's just probably what it was meant to be.
So when you told the police you stepped on glass, did they believe you?
I don't know.
So how did you go from the glass? Did you go to the hospital?
So they took me straight to the hospital, and the police questioned me, and I said it was just glass.
You still stuck with that
I
story?
stuck with it was glass. And right as the officers was like, okay, we done with this, we leaving, the doctor came in and he was like, you know, you got bullets in both of your feet. Like, you got fractures.
How do you get away from that? How are they going to come back from that? She went straight to the hospital and got papers, medical records saying that there's bullets in her feet. What did she do? Shoot herself? This is what I don't understand. Like, I'm actually invested in this, okay? I see a lot of people saying that this story's old. I'm, like I said at the beginning, a Megan Thee Stallion fan. I'm glad she didn't get killed. But at the same time, like, I want to see justice be served for her because this is ridiculous. Like, you know, especially now, like, I can understand why she's coming out talking about it now because, nigga, you're ridiculous. Like, Tory Lanez, like, now I don't know this much, but from what I think I heard before was he came out with a song talking about it. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below and let me know the song so I can go listen to it. But it's like you doing too much. And then where was the friend? For you to be like completely silent about the whole thing, like, oh shoot. Dang it.
Fragments in this foot, and it's like right on the back of your Achilles. And I'm like,
there is a medical report that says that there were that you had been shot, and the medical report also says that to this day you still have
bullet fragments
in your
my
foot.
feet.
And there are still many people, as we sit here today, Megan, that don't even believe you were shot.
There is a hot gun in the car.
Yeah.
What else? What happened?
In text messages obtained by CBS News, Kelsey Harris, the other woman in the car, texted Megan's security guard saying, "Help, Tory shot Meg."
And
I really thought that we were all friends.
Do you not think that any of that proof, like even in her song Shots from her Good News album, she pretty much told the story in the song, pretty much saying like, I got text messages. Like, how do you get out of stuff like that? Tory Lanez thinks he could just pay people off and, you know, give people hush money. Like, it's gonna come out eventually. And maybe he just thought like him saying sorry was gonna fix the whole situation, but boo.
And sometimes I feel like I put the blame on myself because when my mom passed, I just felt like I was looking for some type of family environment, and I was letting so many people in, and I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to feel like I got family and I got people that care about me, and just I could hang out with everybody, and I was just going through it.
What was the nature of your relationship with Tory Lanez? Because he has led people to believe that it was a sexual relationship, that it was that you two were dating. What was the nature of
We were not dating. We were really close. We were friends. We hung out like every day. And his mom passed too. So when I felt like we were bonding over that.
Trauma bonding.
And
did you have an intimate relationship with him?
Like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
Now hold on, Megan. I love you now. I love Megan. But what did you have to think about? Like, what did you have to think about? Maybe he just, I don't know. But I felt like in that moment she took a little bit too much of a pause. But maybe you know, they did some things with the friend, you know, Kelsey. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm just giving my honest opinion when it comes to this. But girl, Megan, you took a little too much of a pause on that one, okay? But I still love you, girl. I still love you. Let's go.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related to the shooting. We asked his attorney about Megan's allegations in this story. She responded that they look forward to addressing Ms. Pete's claims, including her inconsistencies, discrepancies, and omissions when his case goes to trial later this year.
I can't wait to see
How has your life changed since you were shot?
I feel like my anxiety is worse. I feel like my relationship with people it's gotten very cold because I'm not as trusting as I used to be.
I was going to ask you, is it hard for you to trust people?
Like, I've got this wall and I don't want to make any friends, and I'm trying to be as nice as I can to everybody. I don't even, new people, I probably don't even hold a conversation longer than 30 minutes because I feel like every time I'm talking, I'm like on the verge of tears, and I don't want to have to explain to strangers why I'm crying.
Yeah.
She's hurt.
Half the time I just want to pick up the phone and call my mama and be like, what do I do? Like, it's too much. I feel crazy. I'm sad, like, and I feel like I have to hold it in because I have to be strong for so many people.
What do you say to people that still don't believe that you were actually shot?
I don't think any of this is for them. Like, it's for me. Like, I know this happened to me. And I'd rather it play out in court and the facts come out and everything comes out than me having to plead my case. And I'm a victim. Like, I'm the victim. Like, I'm not defending myself against anything. Like, something happened to me.
And following a pretrial hearing earlier this month, Tory Lanez was taken into custody and later released on bail. A judge ruled that he had violated protective orders, including one that prevents him from sharing information obtained through the criminal proceedings. An attorney for the other friend in the car that night, her name is Kelsey Harris. He told CBS News, "My client is a private person, does not wish to make a public statement at this time," and added, "I can assure you that my client has not been paid a dime by any party involved to remain silent," as suggested in social media posts. We also reached out to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office about this case. They told us this: "We believe the evidence substantially supports the charges and allegations, that the evidence will be borne out in court."
So like I said at the beginning of the video, I am Team Megan all day. Why did she have to go to GAYLE King to do this interview? Who knows? But I'm sure that she has a great team behind her, guiding her in order to get the justice that she deserves. I feel like she's the type of person that probably would have just let it go or let it fall, like let it die down if he wasn't being extra, or if her friend, like if everybody wasn't on no bullshit, if people just didn't like take it to the point where they just try to act like nothing happened. I hope that she is not lying about this, but I don't feel like she needs the clout. I feel like Megan has grown her career so much to the point where, you know, she's out here making moves. She is dropping song after song. She is doing feature after feature. She is out here working. So I doubt it's for the clout, but who knows? So tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm curious to know what you guys think. How do you think it's gonna play out? Do you think Megan's lying? Are you on Tory's side, or what do you think? Why do you think the friend went silent? Who knows? But I can't wait to see how this story plays out. Like I said, every Sunday I do have a podcast called the Millennium Hot Girl Podcast. So make sure you subscribe so you'll get notifications on that. Other than that, see you guys next time.